Hey guys, welcome to Florida, the land of opportunity. I appreciate you getting the system. I'm excited you're on board. Whatever you do, do not lose focus. You need to actually work the system to make money. Relax. It's not as hard as it's first going to appear. Definitely look through the screenshots. That was an example for one county, okay? One case in one county, so it's going to give you an overview. Not all counties are going to look exactly the same. Obviously, the counties have slightly different systems, but you'll need to go into the county you want to go after, mess around a little bit, get comfortable, find how theirs works. It's going to be slightly different than what we have, but the same principles will apply, and that's a big deal. Now, I'm going to take this step by step. I'm going to break it down by tax overages, what to do, and mortgage. In reality, guys, the vast majority of this information, 99.99% of this, is actually in the ebook you got for Florida. And that ebook actually takes you step by step. This video is because I realize a lot of people work better with the spoken word or with seeing something where I'm actually going through it online than looking at it on a static page. So let me go through some things. Let's start with tax overages in Florida. We'll give you 10% of the gross. Now, just so you guys know, we don't take anything under $10,000, okay? That's the absolute minimum. Don't send me, honest to goodness, don't send me a $99.99 case, $9,999. Don't send it. Send me $10,000 or up. We'll pay you 10% of gross when we get the deal under contract. We've jacked up our conversion rates. You send me 10 files, I'll get at least one of them under contract. Guys, you can't just, I'm not going to get every one of them under contract. As soon as I get paid, I send you the money. We have the best attorney, literally, in the United States working for us is in Florida. Fantastic guy, and he'll get it done. I know I explained this in a video, but the reason we're able to offer this now, yes, I'm eating crow a little bit, saying, hey, you got to do things in the courthouse, but this you can actually do outside of the country. And the reason is you're going to be sending it to us. Eventually, you could do it yourself. Out of the country, you couldn't. You'd have to have an entity in the United States. But you can send it into us, and we'll pay you very, very well. Now, tax, 10% of gross we'll give you. Tax in Florida, we have 2 years to claim. 2 years. Don't pull up a case from 5 years ago and expect to get paid on it, okay? Also in Florida, in tax sales, any debt that was against the property, tax sale foreclosures, any debt that was against the property, follow me? Any debt that was against the property stays as a claim against surplus funds. That's like almost all states, okay? So you go, oh man, well, all you gotta do is research and see if there's debt there. A lot of times there isn't. A lot of times it's anywhere from 40 to 60%. There isn't any other debt there. Now, list. You are going to, this will be called surplus funds or excess proceeds. The tax list, you can usually start with the tax department and ask for that particular list. They'll give you that without a problem. They may charge you a few dollars for, $5, $10, $20, depending on how big the list is for copies, and you might have to send in a request for that list. Claims. There is no claim system per se. What we do is go on straight referrals. Guys, what we're tired of is flame outs. We're tired of people sending in 10 files and then disappearing, playing black ops and forgetting about the program. They get a check 3 months later and they go, oh, that's great, I don't feel like getting involved. Had they done 5 a week consistently, which would take you 2.5, 3 hours, my gosh, 5 a week consistently, they would have started to see 2 to 3 checks per month after month 3. It takes about 3 months for this to go through the system. They would have started to see, right, 2 to 3 months, 2 to 3 checks per month at a very high average, $2,000 or more. But they bail. I'm tired of that, and I'm not going to let people claim a county and then disappear. So we've got an online referral system. You literally pick, say, 10 names you think you can work in the next week. You plug it into our online referral system. We tell you which ones we are or are not working. And guys, obviously there's quite a bit open there. That's why we're pushing it so hard. You then go and do the research. You haven't wasted any time, and you're guaranteed you're going to get to pay when we put the deal under contract. So that's a really clean system. You use that referral system. Same thing with mortgage, by the way. Then you're going to research a few things. Now, guys, do yourself a favor. First documents you open, once you find that list and you start going after it, first document you open should be the court documents about the foreclosure. That's in the ebook, okay? The reason is simple. That's going to give you the foreclosure date. If it's been over 2 years, you can't work it, okay? Taxes, you can't work over after 2 years. Go after stuff that's maybe a year and 3 months, a year and 6 months old, so we got time to find the people, put the deal together, and claim the money real quick. But open that first. In Florida, there's a owner and encumbrance, or encumbrance and ownership report. What that is the county actually does title work. They do it twice, once in advance and once like about a month out from the foreclosure. That will list all the debtors and creditors on there. Important for you to understand something. A lot of times some of these counties will list the city as a creditor, as a judgment holder or lien holder against the person, but there's no case reference. They're just covering the city's butt. They don't actually have a judgment on there from that city. You're going to double check it when you do your research, but they're doing that to make sure, since it's listed in the O&E report, the ownership and encumbrance, or encumbrance and ownership, whatever, the title report basically, since it's listed on there, they'll get paid. That's a great start because you know exactly who to go after. If it is not on that list, they don't count except for IRS, okay? So pull that first, get the court docs first, figure out when did it happen, what was the address, what was the owner, all that's on there. Get that O&E report, that'll have notification addresses on it. That's huge. Get that first. Then you're going to research, was there a deed transfer? We show you how to do that. Did it transfer from one person to the other prior to the foreclosure? Understand something, since you have the foreclosure date, okay, let's say it was February 15th, and you see a deed transfer on February 15th or 16th, that's not going to count. That is when they transferred the property ownership to the buyer at the foreclosure. I'm talking about pre-foreclosure deed transfer, ownership transfer. I know this sounds like a lot, it's not. You'll get it once you start getting in there. Research the mortgage debt online, okay? If there's other mortgage in the way, guys, if it's HSBC or Wells Fargo, we can put a deal together with Wells Fargo or HSBC and get a referral off of that. You make a lot less money on that because your percentage is based on what we can actually recover, which in that case is usually 25 to 35% of whatever the amount is. If it's Wells Fargo or it's HSBC, we'll work it. If it's Bank of America right now, see later, as we get other banks, we'll have it up there, but a lot of them pull off. If it's Bank of America, JP Morgan, anybody but HSBC or Wells Fargo that's entitled, let's say there's 30 grand in overage and they got a $100,000 debt against the person, they're entitled, not the owner. Don't send that into us. Don't send that into us. That's encumbered. We're not going to be able to work it. Those banks aren't working with us right now. We had deals before with them. They pulled out a third-party vendor. So we're going after free and clear stuff, and we're going after HSBC and Wells Fargo stuff. Okay? All right. Research the judgments. Make sure there isn't an IRS tax lien on there, even if that's not on the O&E. I know I just told you in the tax they do the title work. Even if it's not on there, we need to know about it because we don't want to be ambushed. You've got to do that research. We teach you how to do it. Make sure there are no other claims being made. That'll be in the documents, the case file. It'll show you, oops, look, somebody made a claim. Now listen, there could be a big overage, a $50,000 overage. There was a homeowners association owed $6 grand. They got their $6 grand. There's still $44,000 there. So research that. See, if you see a claim, see how much it was for, see if there's actually money left. Oftentimes there is. All right. Get the documents that we need, screen shoot them, print them, whatever you, and then scan them, whatever you got to do. We need those. Fill out the title worksheet exactly how we got to fill up. Guys, do not leave blanks. Do not put a question mark in there. That's ridiculous. Do the work as we got it outlined. Send it in. A couple notes. If somebody's in the middle of claiming something, don't send it in. They already know about the money. How are we going to do a deal with them? Okay? Also, yes, okay for Wells Fargo and HSBC, send them in. Anybody else, no. If the person died, now we're talking about an estate file, you are not going to be able to get the information we need online. Don't work it. Can't make that more clear. Don't work it, okay? Go on to the next one. We got 100 counties here. We got 2 different kind of lists. Now let me talk about the mortgage list. And guys, please work the mortgage list. You're going to get paid more, and there's a reason for it. Mortgages. Florida statute says Bank of America forecloses. They're owed 100 grand, it sells for 150, there's $50,000 in overage there, right? Let's say they had a second for 100 grand. Doesn't matter who, another bank had a second mortgage. Now in tax, you would have had to look at that because it stayed. Mortgage, new. If they don't make a claim, wait 60 days, guys, from the foreclosure date. That's why you're opening up the court docs first to see how long it's been. If it's been 60 days and no claim has been made, every other debt, this is only in Florida, only on mortgage overages, all the other debt holders are wiped out. Yes, I said that. All the other debt holders are wiped out. Now we know the only person that can claim the surplus funds is the ex-owner, not the new owner. A lot of people make that mistake. That's ridiculous. You'll see where they're trying to make a claim, they can't get it. All right, mortgage, 12% of gross we pay you on mortgage. Please get the registry report and work that. All right. County bookkeeper or clerk usually has that. There may be an accounting department as well. Claims. There is, again, just like tax, there's no list. You don't claim a list and all that. I'm done with that. You use our referral system, get a list, pull off what you want to work, send it in, see if we're not working it, then go research it and get it done. Now the beauty with it is, you're going to research the dollar amount that's in there. Be careful. Registry report in Florida. You might see $100,000. If it's an even number, all these things should go off, these alarms. See, when it's a tax overage, if it's $20,000, that's actually what was left. That's surplus funds. In Florida, Bank of America forecloses, 100 grand, there's a $50,000 overage. They don't take the 100 grand out and then give the court 50 grand. They give the 150 grand to the court, and then the court disperses it, whatever, to the bank. That's why you got to be careful. Look at that. Make sure that a disbursement order was made in the mortgage overages to the bank that was foreclosing or the lien holder that was foreclosing. Make sure, because that's going to take out that money. Okay, you're going to wait 60 days anyway, so it should be gone. But you need to research that case information, because what they'll do is they'll put the full 150 in there, and then they'll pay the bank out. You need to know that. You need to know, has there been has the bank gotten paid? Don't get all happy. You see 3 on there for $100,000, and it's all because the bank didn't take their $80,000 that they were supposed to get out of the foreclosure. If nothing else, in mortgage overages, remember that. You send us a deal where it's $100,000 in surplus, we're going to know it's wrong. Because it should be a weird number. There's court costs and all that kind of stuff. It's not going to be 50 grand. It's going to be 48,463. It's going to be 15,872. It's going to be an oddball number. All right. Claims. Again, use the referral system. We don't have a county list with this. We need the money in, guys. We need you guys to do deals, pound it in, and we want to reward people that are consistently working it. Then you're going to research the dollar amount that's held, right? Register report, check if there's been claims, has there been disbursements. Research if there was IRS debt or deed transfer before the foreclosure. Again, all that's in the book. I want to pound it home in the video. Get the documents we need. You can get them online. Fill out the worksheet completely. No, I'm not sure. If you're not sure, don't send it in. Send it in quick. Guys, on the mortgage, doesn't matter what the debt was against it 60 days later because it's gone, unless it's an IRS tax lien or unless the person transferred the deed. You can rewind this. I know I'm talking fast. But please, get that registry report. I know it's going to take you a little while to get it. You're going to have to request it. Sometimes they're online. A lot of times the tax are. But make the effort to get the list. Spend $5, $10, $20, get the list, and work it. Nobody else is working mortgage in Florida. And the guys that are working tax, by the way, that are telling people how to do this aren't telling them they have to research debt. So, whatever. Send it in to us, guys. Again, I want to stress we're going to convert at a 10 to 12% rate. Send me 20 files. It's going to be 2 to 2.5. Use the support system we have in line as outlined in the. Don't call me and go, hey, I know you have a support system, but I just got a quick question. No. Use the support system. Jeff handles that. He was my #1 researcher in North Carolina. He knows more about the front line than I do. Use the support system. Use the support system. Hey, use the support system. Okay? Use that. We will get back to you within 48, 72 hours. Usually it's quicker than that, but use the system. We'll get back to you. We want you to be successful in this, but we need you to make an effort too. We've had people say, oh, can you summarize for this? I own a bar. Can you summarize the book? Are you out of your mind? Read the book. Read the book. There's no fluff in there. Read the book, make an effort, review this video. Guys, opportunity of a lifetime. I said that on hybrid, I know, but this opportunity of a lifetime, pound this out. If you decide to put this to the side and go get distracted, okay, get distracted and go off to the side for a month, you may miss out. Yeah, it's that strong. Get involved, take control of your financial situation, take control of what you're doing, get disciplined, work this, and let's make some money. Thanks.